Real talk, your butt goes through it. Chafing, itching, mystery rashes, a wild night, or just too many damn squats. That's where anything but comes in. It's like chapstick for your butthole, loaded with all organic aloe, vitamin E, arnica, and virgin hemp seed oil. All the things that say, shh, it's okay, baby, I got you. So give your butt the same energy that you give your face. Heal, soothe, and whether it's hemorrhoids or any other kind of butthole drama, keep that peach happy. Go to anythingbrands.com and use code DEAREVERYONE for a little something off because your butt deserves a little love too. Hello, welcome back, Nerds and MILFs. It's me, your favorite human, your favorite host, Victoria Masters. And on this episode of Dear Everyone, before we get started, I just want to say I'm ugly on purpose. So I don't need y'all to rib me in the comments, okay? I'm ugly because I'm getting hotter for the live show. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, actually by the time you're listening to this, they might already be sold out. And if you snooze, you lose, motherfuckers. But we probably still have 2 sponsorships available. I don't know. DM me. Let's see what's going on. But for today, I have a surprise for you guys because this is the first time in Dear Everyone history that we are starting a new series. So you guys love the Kiki episodes and you love the main card interviews, but today we're doing something totally different. We're calling it NBT Next Big Thing. And that's where we scout all over the country for the newest, greatest, and best artists of all kind to come onto the show, and you guys get to know all about them before they are number one on the records, number one at the box office, number one wherever artists go to sell. Okay. So I have the greatest honor and privilege to bring our first NBT artist here today. Let's talk about this. What's up, Lextacy?
Hello. I didn't know I was the first. I feel special.
Yes, when we were thinking, when I was stalking you, no, when we were thinking about this, we're like, okay, there's so many cool ways and cool people that are going to hit. They are the next big thing. How do we make sure that we kind of categorize everybody in some kind of series to introduce them to the humans, to our nerds, our milfs, and our dilfs that listen to Dear Everyone? So welcome.
I love it.
Well, tell us all about yourself. How'd you get started in music?
That's such a deep question. I mean, obviously it stems from my childhood. I mean, a deep love for music came from playing the drums. So I played the drums I think around 4th or 5th grade. And then at the time in grammar school, I was writing these nerdy little poems in class. I didn't even show my friends or anybody. I didn't even really know what I was doing, but I would write stuff that rhymed, and I guess that turned into rap later on. I really started taking it serious as a career though when I was 18 years old. I was going to UL for business. Um and I got my first MacBook, which had GarageBand on it. And then that's when I started oh my gosh, I can record myself and do everything. And I started doing that. And I dropped out of college with a 3.8 and opened up my first LLC, Lexcann LLC, my first business ever. And was like, I'm going to do this serious. And I had merch and different ways to self fund myself. I'm sure my parents definitely were like, what is she doing?
Right.
What is going on? But it's been a long journey to how I got to where I am today in my relationship with music, because I definitely took a break from it, became a songwriter, record label CEO, started signing other artists and other young talent, and then of course COVID, everybody else, I just started dabbling in it again, and I was like, I'm gonna give the artist thing I'm gonna be an artist again, as well as doing all these other things. I just it's my calling. I've tried to pretend it's not for me and I can play this background character, but it's who I am, and I'm just ready to face it.
Right. I love that. And you can do both. You can step into both. It probably makes you even that much better of an artist that you know the industry inside and out now. How do you describe for people watching or listening right now who aren't familiar with your work? How would you describe your music?
Most people describe it as a rapper. That's how people define me. I really call myself an artist. Like now that I'm older, I don't think I'm just a rapper because of the way I write. I can get on a lot of different types of beats. So I consider myself a music artist first and foremost. And then I have a lot of singers at my label. I don't like classify myself as a singer, but I mean, I can catch a little melody and there's auto tune, you know?
Okay, period. Love that. And when's like at what point do you find that it really shifted from kind of like that poetic aspect of it to like truly kind of like putting yourself out there as an artist? Because I think that's kind of like the difference is like you can sit and do something at home, but to get up and actually perform or anything like that. Can you take us back to like maybe your first performance?
Yes. So my first performance was in New Orleans on Chapatula Street. And my cousin, my older cousin, was like managing a venue. It was called The Venue.
Mm-hmm.
And um he told, I think it was for my 18th birthday. I remember like the flyer. He'll probably get you a copy of it. I have everything on my hard drives from my whole life.
I love
And
that.
uh it was, yeah, it was definitely my 18th birthday. I had it there. It was a concert. I have a cell phone video of me performing. I'll submit that to you too. You can play it. I mean, it's like super distorted,
I
but
love that.
it's me like rocking the stage. And that was a big moment for me because as an artist, besides like you're saying, when you're just at home, like people can paint a picture in their room by themselves and classify themselves as an artist. But that moment I stepped on stage, I like fell in love with music in a whole different way, seeing people consume my art in like a live, you know,
Mm-hmm.
manner. So I was really young, New Orleans show. I had this like big chain on I bought from the gas station. It was hilarious.
I love that.
But it was little me. I had like my two friends at the time that were like my hype men on stage, and I had this like random old guy DJing that like I guess somebody in my family had like put me on because I was really young at the time. I mean, I'd put the whole event together by myself and like all the resources. My cousin just like kind of gave me the connects. And now I do that on a large scale every day for my team, whether it's like producing something with the film we're working on or putting together a show for the artists, you know?
So let's go back to your parents then, because you've mentioned them a few times already. So they're pretty supportive of everything you do, or has it always been that way? If not,
Yeah, my mom definitely has always supported us like writing and being creative. Now there's times when like my song topic might not be her favorite, but my
oh,
mom,
like what? We go there here.
bitches, bitches and partying and whatever, drug doing, all that kind of crazy stuff.
We
My
love those
my
topics.
dad loved all of it, no matter what it was. He was a fan. I could be like, at a time when I wasn't doing music, we'd go in like a business meeting because I'd also work with him in his business at the time when I took a break from music entirely. And we'd like be at a table with people, like everybody's taking me serious. Oh, yeah, by the way, she's a rapper. And he'd like pull out my old video. I'm like, Dad, please,
I love
please
that.
don't do this. But like, rest in peace now. Like, he passed
Oh,
away
sorry.
right after COVID. He died of COVID.
Damn.
um which that's what actually that moment's actually what got me back in the studio as an artist.
Mm.
That was the first moment where I wrote a song for myself again and not for one of my artists. I didn't know like what else to do after he passed away, and music's therapeutic. That's why I originally I think gravitated towards writing to begin with. You know, that's how I channel my emotions. And me and my younger brother, I didn't know what else to do. So like the day he passed away, I was in the studio that night and we cut a song, and that's how I got back in as an artist. And the first EP I released, my second coming back into the industry, was called Grief, and it was a song about each all the stages of grief that we went through. And
Mm-hmm.
my younger brother was on some of them. I just didn't like know what other advice to tell him to heal, so I was just like bringing him with me and put him
That
under
is
my wing.
dope.
And that was like, I forgot about that because I think you asked me earlier how I got back into music, but that's when I was like, life is so short, and like there's a reason I have these gifts and talents and I can help everybody else around me too, but like I can't not put on for myself, you know?
Right. So, I don't want to. I'm sure it's like obvious, but so your performer name is Lextacy,
hmm I
based off of
I drew
not
this
the
when I was
blue.
18, and like this was one of the first tattoos I got. I drew it when I was 18. My most recent song I dropped last week, the cover art was like the original sketch. I told you I have everything saved. I
Yeah.
scanned it in and used like the original drawing, like with the pencil, as the cover art.
Do
So
you know what your big three is by chance in
what's that mean?
astrology?
I don't do that. I tell everybody I'm divergent. I'm all of them. What? See, can you guess what I am?
I would assume that you probably have some kind of Virgo in your big three, and definitely have like Pisces in your big three, and then probably a sun sign in your like a Leo or Aries or something in your big three as well, or
I don't
Sagittarius.
even know what any of that means, but I am a Pisces. That's all
Okay,
I know.
Pisces.
That's all
Well,
I know.
because you're so deep and you're we're not gonna go. We're not gonna do it this time, you guys. You know, I always do it with the guests.
What? I'm scared.
I read them based off of like trying to guess their astrology, and I always at least get a part of it right because I'm good. But I knew you had to have Pisces in it because the depth, like you're very like there's like a lot of depth of why you do things, how you do things, things like that. So that's so Pisces coded.
What are you coded?
I'm an Aries sun, so that's like a fire sign.
Okay.
That's like when people first meet me, they get like my fire energy, right?
I told you that too. I was like, I
Taurus,
really like your personality, even though we just met.
BB.
Yeah.
And then a Taurus rising, and that's my like very sensual, very down to earth, kind of like I would say that's where like my like sexual aspect of me goes. And then the my moon sign is Pisces. So like Pisces sees Pisces because when I'm in the bathtub alone and no one's around, like I'm emotional, but not like crybaby Cancer emotional like this one. I'm more like I want to make I want to make art. Like I love that my son's an artist because I appreciate art a lot. So of all kinds and mediums. So that's why. Sorry, so off track.
No, I like it. I just like understanding because I don't like know anything about that world, and
Yeah.
like everybody around me is like so into it. Like the world's really in tune with it,
Mhm.
and like I like just driving people nuts and like, what's your sign? I'm like, none. I don't do that, and it's
Yeah.
like, what?
Well, it's really cool if you ever got into it because it's truly a study of patterns. So you'll see everything broken down into, like I was saying, sun sign, rising sign, moon sign. Like they all mean something, and based off where your sign is in that house, like depends and is a pattern of people all over the world who share that same sentiment with you. So it's a very good way to like connect with people, but at the same time, like connect with yourself because you can kind of see patterns in your life based off of your chart. So
no, it's really cool. My mom's
boom.
big into like personality test and like
Mhm.
that, and it's like, kind of reminds me similar.
It is. It's very similar. I mean, I say that astrology is like the OG, like personality
Psychology.
test. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally psychology. No, that's cool.
As a parent of someone who makes music, my biggest question to someone who is living and breathing and making music and my CEO hat of myself because I own my own company.
Hmm.
I am dying to know like how do people make money in music? Like I need to know some logistics here.
Well, the number one income for anybody that makes music is going to be live performances. I mean, you can look at the music industry, the billions of dollars that were tossed around in it last year, and the number one profitable company's Live Nation. That's what does all of the live performances. Now, you can also do that independently. You don't have to go under Live Nation. Then there's things like sponsorship. Streaming's like a joke. Like really, I just
Right.
put my music out there so my fans like have it to listen to. Now we have like licensing, publishing, and there's like other forms of revenue that aren't just streaming. Getting it placed in films, commercials, songwriting, beat production. Like producers can make beats, stuff like that. So really the industry, it's not like back in the day. Like I started doing music when you could pass out mixtapes or sell mixtapes and have something tangible to sell, and there was streaming platforms did not exist. And I think the music industry is suffering because of that. No, the last CD I bought was Pink Friday by Nicki Minaj. Like
Right.
you know what I mean? When's the last time you bought a CD or anything like that? Even people sell vinyls nowadays, but you don't have to have that vinyl to hear the record. So that's why I came up with the Don't Tell Your Soul project, which I know might be kind of soon to bring that up. But what that is a music and film project that me and my brother created, and it's a Louisiana-based project that involves music artists, actors, and everyone that's creative from Louisiana. That's a big project that brings it all together, not only for to consume it on streaming platforms visually, but you can stream the music, you can buy merchandise, which is tangible items, and then the immersive tour. So once all these things are out, we're going to put it Don't Sell Your Soul live tour. We did our first show on Magazine Street and sold it out. It was a red carpeted event with the stage and live performance, and it's really unique. It's hard to explain because I've never been to anything like it. We kind of created it. So you'll have to come check it out in 2026. The big one to really kind of wrap your head around what it is we're creating. And I'd had so many talented people come to me because they see what I'm doing. They're like, put me on, like, help me do this. And it's like, I want to teach people to maintain their masters and their independency. Like the biggest flex you, and I know you said your son do music, have, like, don't go sign to a major label. Maintain all your rights and your creative and work with different platforms. And like I said, he could audition for this project, and I wanted to create a platform where if we do have somebody young and upcoming and we have this huge buzzing TV show that, put them on an episode, give them a shot, and without you having to go to LA and give away all your rights on a contract just for an advance that you're never going to make back,
100%. I love that. I think that we're in such like a unique time in history where now if you do go that way, if you don't take the more traditional route and you become good at a secondary source, which is marketing, right? Like self-promotion, self-marketing, getting good at networking, things like that, which you'd still have to do being signed to some like big label or something, but like taking control of that on your own puts way more creative control, more money in your pocket, things like that. But I've always just been so curious because I've like, it's, I guess this is like the only platform where it wouldn't be rude to be like, how the fuck do you make money?
No,
You know?
I mean, it's a common question. A lot of people ask that because it's, everybody knows streaming. You're not getting paid $1 every time they stream it.
Right.
So it's like,
can you imagine?
You have to be
you did get $1 every stream.
One day, maybe we'll speak it into existence.
Period.
Imagine back in the day when you sold 1 million CDs. I mean, that, 1 million streams is like $5,000, but not even. I don't even know the math on it because I don't pay attention. Like, I figured that'll be lanyap. Like, scary business to be in if you don't have like work ethic and business skills because like you have to find 6 ways to make money.
Right. One of the ways I noticed that you do a lot of that is pretty much everything you do automatically has some sort of visual to it. That seems to be different than, say, what a lot of people would have done previously. Like, I feel like every song you have like a music. Is it called music videos anymore? I say visual.
I call it like a visualizer or a lyric video because if it doesn't have like a treatment and a storyline like back in the day and it's a full-fledged production, I don't want to like discredit it. So I call it a visualizer or a lyric video. I try to do that because I feel like people are so overstimulated with their feed all the time. Like, I'm sorry, but if I drop a song and post a cover art, you're not going to just stream it unless you maybe see the video and maybe like it and then add it to your playlist. But if you don't have a reel, I always say, like me and my friends joke, like if it didn't have a video, it didn't even happen, right? I mean, that's the truth. That's the law to live by in 2025 or whatever, 2026.
With everything, anything you put out, like that's such a great way to like put it. Is like if you don't have it, is it even real? Like, is it even out there? It's funny that you brought up not only like the visualizer aspect of it, but saying the cover art because Mal, that was like her big thing. Producer Mal, if you're listening, that was like her big thing is. She's like, this is like so dope. Number one, like your style, like your personal style is dope. And then also the fact that like your cover art is always freaking badass. Like, what's your process when it comes to something like that?
It depends if I'm like on schedule. So this month's good. This month's good. I have everything in like the next 4 songs a month ahead. I don't like doing it too soon. There's like a sweet spot with playlisting, but then I don't want to like box myself in because as an artist, like if I'm in the studio with Trevor, shout out Trevor over there, and I make something like I'm really feeling as an artist and I want to get it out like soon to my fans, like while it's summer or whatever like season it might be, I have that. But my cover art process, I really make them all on Canva. I have like the $30 a month Canva thing for my team. And I make them all myself. Like for, like I said, the Lextacy one last week, I scanned in an old drawing that I did 15 years ago, or I'll go on lovely Google and search something and then somehow like apply it to the song in an artsy way. I try to stay away from, I never pronounce it right, font, how do you pronounce it? Font, yeah, everybody makes fun of me because I say font.
That's so yat.
I try to stay away from those because I feel like 10 years from now I'm going to look back and be like, why did I choose that? It looks dated. So I try to just do like a picture or something visual.
All right, so you've been at this game for a long time, a schlong time. What? Maybe not a schlong.
Long, yeah, I think that means dick.
How about you tell us about like musical influences for you? Like who inspires you?
So I have this like funny metaphor I use to myself and like my circle, but I guess I'll share it with you.
Oh,
So
thank
I
you.
feel like if Slim Shady and Nicki Minaj had a baby, I would be like the artist baby.
I can see it.
You see that?
I can see that.
And
I
then,
can
like,
hear it.
And then they dropped me off in like Blink 182. A bunch of sad boys babysat me.
I can also see that.
Cause like I grew up on like Blink 182. I played the drums. Like I just wanted
Right.
to be a drummer. I thought I was cool. So like that came somewhere. I don't know where that came from. So yeah, that.
Okay, I love that. I love that. That's so fun. Okay, and then I want to know more about your record label because to me that's clock it. So good. Like you not only are you on your artist bullshit, but you're on your like
They call me the big CEO. That's
the
what
big
the boys call me.
CEO
Like,
because
alright.
you're 5 foot even, 4'11". Like
5 foot even.
yeah. Okay. So the big
Give me the
CEO.
5 feet. That's what the driver's license says.
Period. And mine says I'm 170 pounds. So what what tell me more about that. Like how did you get into that aspect of it?
So, like I told you, the first business I ever opened was Lexcann LLC. That used to be my artist name. When I first came to the music industry, you could go search Lexcann. There's probably scary old interviews and music videos. I
Scary.
shouldn't even have said that on there. Where you could go find, and that was originally my artist name, and Lextacy was like my cool nickname and my clothing brand. I trademarked this, and that's what I would sell on my hats and clothes. So when I went to go COVID start songwriting for people, my attorney's like, okay, you need to get a publishing company and like your record label set up. Like, this is like official. You're doing this. You know what I mean? And I was like, what am I going to name it? And I was like thinking of all kind of names. And an old friend in the industry like looked at me and he's like, name it Lexcann Records. Like, why are you even thinking about this? Like, name it you. This is your
Right.
legacy. And it just like clicked for me. I guess I needed to like hear somebody else say it. I don't know. And I was like, there was no turning back. So it's a shortened version of my name, Alexis Cannon.
Let's be so for real. Shopping should feel fun, not like a chore. And that's what makes Tresco Boutique so special. They're all about cute, affordable looks that fit your real life. From easy staples to statement pieces that instantly make your outfit. They carry styles for every shape and mood, plus shoes and accessories to top it off. And the best part, it's more than just shopping. It's kind of like hanging out with your friends who hype you up and help you find exactly what works for you. So whether you're browsing online or popping into their amazing location in Slidell, Louisiana, Tresco Boutique is where you'll find your next favorite look. Check them out at tres-co.com. That's TRES-CO.com.
Is my full name.
I thought it was
And
like manifestation.
Lex
you
can, but I can do anything. I can, right? Lex can, Lex will, like whatever. I used to say that all the time. So that's what it means, and yeah, it's like a legacy of me. I mean, I do vision boards too, and I like write down like crazy things that I'm gonna accomplish one day. Like my journals are full of crazy stuff, and
Love it.
I want to own the biggest record label that's owned by a female. You know what I mean? And not because I want to like power trip, because I really want to help people
No,
and like
bitch, power trip.
teach artists how to maintain their ownership and like to, you know what I mean, put
Yeah.
on for themselves, because there's a lot of people in the industry that just get like chewed up and spit out because they don't know any better, they don't have any knowledge of it, because it's a business, it's a place to make art and be cool, but there people are not your friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot. I got attorneys, I got people, I spend a lot of time, I realize this, like I never thought like, oh, I'm gonna own my own business one day. In a record label CEO spends more time on the phone with attorneys than I realized. Like that's like really what a lot of it is, and like making sure you're navigating right and being smart, you know?
Who do you feel like is your biggest success to date from Lexcann Records?
The record last year that we dropped that was the biggest success was 9 times 9 times 9 by Buku.
Oh,
which got
I
over
love
like
that.
millions of views. I did the music video myself for Buku independently, all in house, like really like showing people you can spend no money and use exactly what you have, no matter if it's your phone camera, if you don't have a professional one, and put yourself out there. You know what I mean? We did the beat in Slidell at a small studio that's really comfortable for us. Put the video out, and that, that record is what helped us negotiate the deal. She wanted to take the big label route, and each
Mhm.
artist I approach different, and whatever they want to do, that's what I back them and protect them and through those steps. And we did her deal with Sony and Santa Ana last year,
Mm.
which was the route she wanted to take. And so I think that was the biggest, I guess, like business success.
Mhm.
Working with Scott Storch, from a creative standpoint, I think that's one of our biggest successes, or like being in the room with him and like getting his stamp and feedback and like learning. Because I mean, Billboard just ranked him, I think, number 16 for producers of the 21st century. I mean, that's
Crazy.
major. He's done so much music we grew up on and probably your
Right.
son's listening to. So just like having those monumental moments is really cool, and that's what keeps me going. Not like, okay, I'm just this crazy person from Louisiana that thinks they're gonna have this big label. These like
Mhm.
little moments on the way, like God showing me like keep going, like you're
Yeah.
taking the steps, you're learning.
Like there's fruit. There's fruit to the tree of
Yes.
what you're putting out there.
Mhm.
I love that. Yeah. The whole time once you said 9 times 9, I'm like, it's in my head now.
She could never beat it like I do. Beat the odds.
Literally.
That's what she's talking about.
Beat the what?
Beat the odds.
Oh. You hear that? She could never.
Beat the odds.
Like she do. Let's go back to the film. You wanted to be able to take multiple mediums of art and push them into something that's never been done before. And you just got back from Cannes.
Yes.
So how did you get to that? How did you go from A to
Okay,
fucking
literally,
Z?
I was like a completely normal. We were owning a record label. We're working with artists, and like really, like it's so funny. Do you know what loaded tea is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my brother had a loaded tea one morning and went home and like locked the fucking and like the caffeine had me growing, and Hannah was with us. Shout out Hannah, we love you. Core team member, and I'm like, open your laptop. We're writing a fucking movie. This is how it's gonna go. Cause like even though I've written the film, me and my brother wrote it, and some other people. There's so many people to list. Everybody, I love y'all. Don't sell your soul. There's so many names to list of like how it's morphed into what it is today. But like loaded tea, jacked up on caffeine, in my brain, like I get these crazy ideas, and a lot of people will get ideas and they don't act on them. They're like, oh, that would be crazy if. No, I fucking opened the laptop. Boom, we did it. We started doing casting. We did this. I mean, I had everything we needed to like get it started. I just needed my brother. Shout out Jeremy. I love you so much. My best friend and like my twin. Even though we're 9 years apart, we call each other twins.
Aw.
And crazy enough to dream with me, and I feel like having him come next to me evolved it into this like big monster of Don't Sell Your Soul. You know what I mean? It's bigger than just Lexcann Records. It's bigger than just the music. And that herbal, what is it, herbal life, I guess, had me lit one day. And
She said
it
she
was
locked the fuck in, y'all.
it was one of those crazy ideas, and when I get those, I start calling people and I just do it. And like
Yeah.
that's how I've gotten this far in life, you know.
Love that. That was very affirming to me as a person who also does big things all the time and like puts them out there into the world. Where sometimes it can be like a little isolating when the whole rest of the world is like too scared to ever do anything, It's like, am I doing too much?
I know.
No. Lock the fuck in and do more. Matter of fact,
Yes.
double down. Go to Cannes.
Oh yeah, and then Can, right. So how'd we get there? So we started working on Don't Sell Your Soul for like a year. It started off as a scary script that's like nothing what it like is today. And we just kept casting. We did our live event, and my brother was finishing up film school at LSU because he's younger than me. And the film commissioner, Katie Pryor, of our state, whose job is to get film jobs for our state. That's a big industry for Louisiana, is tourism and film and things like that. And he, for one of his class projects, went and pitched what we were doing just to test it out. And she pulled him aside and was like, we have to meet. So he called me all excited after class. He was like, she wants to meet with us. She wants to meet with us. And that was kind of the first person that we met with that wasn't just like a creative or an artist that's like really in the industry, the business side, that doesn't get excited about creative and is not going to deep dive about that, and was like, this is what you need, and like explained to me what a pitch deck was. And we went to his apartment after, locked in again, and put together this amazing pitch deck. And she's like, I think y'all should come to Cannes. And it was a really eye-opening experience because I've never been to any film festival ever. I've never made a movie. I've
never doing a film festival ever, and your first one is Cannes is crazy.
Right, and then we got to end up performing. Like, I got to perform my music there at the Film USA Pavilion. Thank y'all for that. That was an amazing experience. And like, so many people came up to me after. I was doing an interview last week from people that met us at Cannes. That's why the music's like a really unique part about what we're doing, because like we went there and performed our music and it promotes the film.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
100%.
it's really fun.
Let's talk about real quick about like you as an artist versus you at home. What's the difference? Like I always say, like my moniker of like social media is V so spicy, and I always tell people like, yeah, like that like spicy part of me is 100% me. Like it's still me, but like I'm not like just 24/7 twerking on a handstand. Like this like I still have parts of me that I do hold for home versus who I am and how I show up in the world. Is yours one and the same? This is who you are 1000% of the time.
Yeah, honestly, and I feel like my poor wife, because like she never knows what she's coming home to with like my crazy ideas or anything like that. But I'm like fully immersed in it this time. I'm the type of person, when I do something, like I'm either giving 120% or I'm not doing it. That's just how I am. So like right now my garage has like 6 whiteboards in it, the year calendar thing I was telling you about, studio stuff. My office is full of merch. I mean, we have stuff everywhere. Just like, I like compare myself right now of who is in the garage. Jeff Bezos out of his garage. I like posted a picture in there. I'm like feeling like Jeff Bezos, like we're getting it in the garage right now. It's hard to turn my brain off sometimes, like a lot of the times. I don't really, I was telling Trevor this the other day, like hang out with people. Like I don't, which I know is like not healthy in a way too, but like I don't like go hang out with people anymore. I'm constantly talking about this, sharing my idea, connecting people, and like trying to get to the next step. I feel like what I'm doing is gonna take like my entire life to do. So it's not something where I can just like, all right, I'm clocking out. Like I'm passionate about this. I feel like this is like the only reason why I'm like alive and breathing. So I went through like a really bad addiction in my early 20s, and like I feel like this is like my second chance, you know what I mean? And why am I alive, and like what my purpose is. So this is more than just like a job to me. This is like my literally my life's mission. You know what I mean? So it's hard to turn it off, but I just got back from like a family vacation and it was a really healthy break. Like I can tell, I just got home and yesterday I made like 4 new songs. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm like I needed to like step away and get perspective too."
I love it. We love your style, and it seems like it's built into your personal brand. You mentioned like your merch with your hats and things like that. Like every bit of what you do is under the umbrella of all things you, huh?
Yeah, no, look, the shoes.
Custom.
Yeah, I really like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I dress cute and then sometimes I feel like I dress like Adam Sandler. Like
Yeah, but like Adam Sandler cute.
lately I've been trying to dress like, this is my motivation to share, cuz like sometimes I'm like so busy I forget, like helping everybody, I forget to like literally look at myself in the mirror. Like my wife will be like, "Did you brush your hair?" Like really, that's how like go. I wake up, I have like 10 missed calls, like if I'm up all night working on music. So like, but lately I've been trying to like look at myself every day. I'm like, I'm a fucking artist now. I'm gonna dress it. Like I'm gonna wear what I want. And like, this sounds so morbid. Everybody says I'm morbid, but whatever. I'm like, okay, if I was, this is gonna be my last day, would I want to go out in what I'm wearing? And that's been how I've been trying to like dress lately.
I love that.
Hopefully you don't catch me in something like bum next week after.
Yeah,
seeing
right.
that.
I like run into you at
Like
the fucking time saver in Settle.
it's probably gonna be Lexcann Records sweatpants. I like live in those.
Okay, but like you're repping, like tax
Oh yeah,
write-off.
for sure. I love it.
Everything's fine.
I gotta get y'all some merch. I definitely gotta get
100%.
y'all some.
Would love that.
Everything down to the socks.
Oh my god, yes. It's funny because you mentioned how your wife will take you to the side and be like, "Bro, did you like even brush your hair?" Well, to your defense, she's like a Barbie doll. Like she's like
No, she's
every hair is perfectly in place. Like
you represent me. You can't be going around looking like that.
oh my god, no, but like I love the like dichotomy. Like I think that to me that's like so fucking fun about you guys. Like I'm obsessed with that. Like especially now getting to know you, like I'm like that's fun. Like
She's like, if I could go to a salon and get my hair done every week and this and that, like I would, but like I'm so busy, like I don't think about those things. But like
Yeah.
I've always been like a tomboy.
you're cohesive. You
Mhm.
rock it. I love it. All right, we did have a question from the audience. And by audience, I mean producer Mal here. Um, She
Okay.
wanted to know if the Hollywood music, this lifestyle, is just like a big orgy and like she imagines it. Like, is it just this big like den of debauchery?
I don't know. Some people I've been asked before if I'm in the Illuminati.
Yeah.
I'm not, even though I got this Illuminati tattoo.
What?
I don't know. I mean, everybody sees all the conspiracies on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna leave it at don't sell your soul. Period.
Oh, beer. That's fair. I
Don't
mean,
sell your
come on,
soul.
We should have known.
Period.
She said, "Don't sell your soul." Meanwhile, she has an Illuminati tattoo. Is crazy. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So to say your life isn't necessarily an orgy, but it could be for others. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, could
Okay.
be.
Could be.
Could
Okay.
be.
And let's talk a little bit about your personal life. Like, what's
Alexis?
the
You wanna
vibe?
talk about Alexis?
Yeah.
The A
Who
word.
is she? Like, what does she do? You said you just work. Like, you're a worker. What about like family plans? Or y'all plan on having kids? Y'all plan on moving?
So okay, yes. So a goal that doesn't involve music. So remember I told you I write down like things I want to accomplish. I don't know where this idea came from, but it's just like always been like on my heart that one day when the finances are right, I do want to. I love children, so I do want to open up an orphanage in like a third world country. I don't know where. I feel like when the timing's right, God will show me where or who, what for. But not only just an orphanage, but to have like creative outlets there for them to find what their talents are. Even if it's not music, it could be dance, it could be that. Just to give people resources because even if they're not going to be the next big star, it's to help them heal and it's therapeutic in a way, healthy habits, you know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I definitely was like, oh yeah, I'm going to have kids, like my own kids. And then after I went to boarding school, there was one of my friends there that was adopted from a third world country, and it was my first time like ever exposed to like somebody in that circumstance, and I kind of like developed a heart for it. And now I feel like there's so many children in need that one day I feel like I'm going to give back to the youth, and I don't think it's going to be like from my blood, but maybe some will come home with us. Me and Gina always talk about it. You know what I mean?
I love that.
But I'm very busy right now, and I think being, a parent's a huge responsibility. Your life becomes being a parent first, you know what I mean? You have
Right.
kids, right? So I just feel like I'm so busy right now. Gina calls all my artists our kids. Like they all come over. We're like feeding them. We're like a big family. So right now I do have a bunch of kids. They're just all
I
Lexcann
love
Records.
that.
And then another thing we've been doing, which we're doing our fourth one. We've been doing homeless giveaways. That's something I've been called to do, where we're doing like hot meals, and we're going under the bridge in New Orleans, and I would buy 100 to 200 hot plates from Man Shoes with Bibles, fruit, and different stuff, and going to give back and doing that with my team. So that's something we started this year too. We have the next one coming up. I'll give you the information if you want to come. Just like different ways to like bless people. I feel like your real purpose is to like it's what comes next after this life, like eternally. And even though the music and all that's cool, I feel like my real purpose is, to share my story and my testimony. Like I was telling you earlier, like why I'm even alive still, like my second chance, and part of my testimony is, finding God and like becoming whole. So just the way I give the world back, putting the Bible in the food, you know what I mean? And I put like a little bookmark in it with a Bible verse. And even if it just plants that seed, I'm not a pastor or trying to do anything like that, but just like plant those seeds for God.
For sure. Love it. I love that. Well, my last question before we get to our rapid fire round would be what's up next, music wise? Let's tell us like What's the next big thing?
So the next big thing, we are in it. So we are in the second half of my project, 40 Weeks of Music. So starting April 1st, which was a Tuesday, every Tuesday since then, I've dropped a new song. So we are like deep in the middle of that right now. We are on week 23 this week. And these are all songs from me. And that's probably the next big thing. Plus, we have a mixtape coming out on September 18th, Lexcann Records Volume 2, which is going to feature all the artists. So it's like all types of different genres of music, all the artists at Lexcann Records. So just more music. And then the Don't Sell Your Soul event. That immersive event is where everything is going to come to a head and you can see everything we've been putting together for the last 3 years in real life and come experience that.
Love it. What about any secrets? Can you share a secret with us?
Secrets.
We'll take it off and put it on our Patreon if so.
Any secrets? Yes. So we actually just got our first brand sponsor, Lexcann Records. We're really excited. It's about to get real cheesy.
Yeah, love
It's about to
it.
get real cheesy.
Well, it's my favorite part of every episode. It's rapid fire. This is where we pretend that the house is on fire and you have 1 second to answer. Don't think too much. Just say.
Yeah, like,
We need to know, what's your arm routine?
oh my gosh, push-ups with the boys.
Number 2, what is your favorite cover that you've done recently on one of your singles?
Ooh, the Lextacy one. Because I
Period.
literally drew it, and it's old. Okay.
Number 3, rap or R&B?
Rap. Oh my God, rap. I don't like R&B. Sorry, guys.
Spooky. Number 4, one story that you really want to tell that you might have not told yet in your music.
My story about addiction, but it's coming.
Ooh.
It's a project called Thank God I Lived.
Oh. Number 5, Kendrick or Drake?
Drake.
Number 6, favorite song ever
Favorite song ever?
by you or someone else?
It can't be by me.
I mean, if it's your favorite, it could.
I guess it could. That's so much pressure as a music artist.
Ever.
Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj.
By Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7, place you want to visit?
Spain. Never
Okay.
been to Spain.
Dream genre crossover. If you could like connect with an artist outside of your
Drake and
genre.
Blink 182 and me.
Okay, period. Okay.
Blowing money.
Okay.
I like buying Gina stuff.
Oh, I love that.
I guess that could get me in trouble.
Okay, well, I am going to do something that we've never done before. I want to challenge you to a rap off. What do you call it?
A rap battle.
A rap battle.
A rap battle. Let's do it. Wait, I would just have to know before we go, what would your rap name be? That's important.
Like Be So Spicy. I would
Okay,
s-
so that's just it.
yeah.
She's coming out. Be so
Yeah.
spicy.
Maybe even just like spicy. Like,
Spicy. I just gotta know because I need details for the freestyle.
oh no, she's about to rip the fuck out of me.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not about the old school battle
Oh,
at you. I'm about
no.
to just talk about.
Oh,
Talk
that's
about
what we're
shit.
doing? Because
I'm not
I was
coming
gonna
at your
come
neck.
at your
Oh,
character.
you were gonna
No,
come
I'm
at my
just kidding.
character.
I thought
Now
we
I
were
feel
about
like
to,
Eminem in 8 Mile.
Right,
Like we're about to-
yes. No, you know what? It's like on my list, my to-do list for the year. The time keeps coming, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I really want to make a fucking music video with my friends. We're so ridiculous, and we want to make like either like a bounce song or something like that. Because we're on TikTok, we're like TikTok people, so we're dying to do something like that. So this is my practice. Like I gotta put myself out there.
Dear everyone, I forgot to take my medicine. I just leveled up. I don't even know, but I'm chilling here with Spicy. She about to ice me up. Yeah, ooh, I'm in my Nikes though. I'm in my LRs. I just pull up in a foreign car. F y'all. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. But dear everyone, did you even know? Like what she talking about? The he said, she said, all that fucking gossip and yeah. I don't know. I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. Me and Spicy, your bitch trying to fight me. I don't even know. Yeah. All right, go. I need to hear how you would flow.
I have no idea. I've never tried.
Dear
it.
everyone, I forgot to take my medicine.
That's literally what I say every day.
Dear
So
everyone, I forgot to take my medicine. Let us in. Yeah, we knocking at the door. You gonna let us in? I didn't even. No.
is that your process?
Yeah.
So I'm watching this in live time.
Yeah.
Fuck
Dear
the battle,
everyone,
keep
I need
going.
my medicine. Yeah, we knocking at the door. They probably let us in. Then they letting up. We never letting up. I already know this beat. Put on a fun beat.
Wait, I love that this is like how you do it though. I feel like I'm in your head right now.
That's how most top songwriters write. They'll mumble it and then they put words. Like the best songwriters in the world.
So cool.
Because the melody is more important than anything. Not about what you're saying, but how you're saying it. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on this podcast, and my bitch, yeah, she got ass. I don't even know. Shawty better drop that. Drop cash. Bitch, I make it rain. Yeah, been through shit. Yeah, felt the pain. Why you bitches so lame? Yeah, but they still know my name. Lextacy, all these bitches notice me. I pull up and I'm in the motherfucking bucket seat. Yeah, she want a red Ferrari. She want a red Ferrari player like a fucking. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm obsessed with this.
Yeah. You don't see your son do this?
No, he's upstairs in his own little world.
This is what your son's doing upstairs.
That is so cool.
But like, okay, last night, so today makes the anniversary. My dad, like, this is the day he passed away. So like last night I was
Today?
locked in the garage, like with a beat playing, and I had a guitar loop, and I wrote a song, but I was like crying.
Babe, thank you for being here.
No worries. But there's just like every song's different. It's all about like the energy in that moment. I feel like that's what's cool about music. Like you take that moment in time and freeze it on a song. Like I'll go listen to songs I made like 3 years ago and like you play it and it like you're reliving the moment. You know how people be like a smell memory or something that's not like you play the song and I'm like, oh, I remember how I was feeling when I made this. Like, you know what I mean?
That is freaking cool. Look into the camera and give us a message. Start it off with Dear Everyone.
Dear everyone, don't sell your soul.
Boom.
The best place to find me is on my website, lexcannrecords.com. And not only me, but all my artists and all the music projects and film projects we're working on. It's all right in one location. But you can definitely follow my page. I am Lextacy. Lextacy.
If you loved this, you're really going to love the stuff that we didn't air. Uncut convos, spicy extras, my thoughts after the mic drops, all waiting for you over on our Patreon at patreon.com/VSoSpicy. It's where the secrets live. See you inside.